Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Dee. I'm a Seint beauty artist, a Monette business partner, a DIY lash enthusiast, and a lover of all things beauty. So here on my channel, I do pretty much anything and everything related to skincare, makeup, beauty, that sort of thing. But I also throw in some mid-size fashion and some real life tips and just reviews on things that I come across that I think might be helpful. So definitely make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified of new videos and be part of the family. So today's video, I just finished filming like how to prep your skin for Seint foundation and kind of the 3 tips that I have. So today this video is going to be kind of applying the makeup and going through some tips and tricks, things that I hear customers say that are a little bit confusing or they're not sure of. So I just wanted to kind of do a talk through of me getting ready and sharing kind of the tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way with my Seint journey. So I have been using Seint for almost 2 years now. I have been a Seint artist for a year, so I used these products for over a year before I decided to become a Seint artist. So it is something that I'm definitely passionate about, and I feel like I have a good handle on things. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So I have primed my skin, I've prepped my skin, I've done all the things. Make sure you check that video out. But I am gonna go through kind of what I use for my foundation, my brightening, what the difference is, contour, bronzing, color correcting, everything all in one video. So the first thing I want to talk about is color correcting. So when I do a color match for my customers, I never recommend, unless they have severe dry or dark eye circles or severe redness or severe pigment or dark spots, I don't recommend color correcting. And the reason for that is a lot of times the Seint products will cover up a lot of the stuff, or you can use different things for different ways. So I hate to recommend or over recommend products and then you pick them up and you don't even use them because the regular, your main highlight shade covers up everything. So what I always tell the customers is apply it. If you feel like you need more coverage or you need color correcting, let me know and I can provide a recommendation. I'd rather do that than give you a whole long list and you purchase it and not even need it and waste the money. So that is the way that I do it. Obviously, if you're dead set on having a color corrector, I will absolutely recommend one, but I don't want anybody to feel as though they have to have one or waste their money. So talking about color correcting, I just picked up I think it's called Wide and Awake Dim in Color. So Dim in Color is going to be different than the regular Seint foundations. So the Seint cream foundations come in the big tins. These Dim in Colors are really focused on color correcting. So I am not a pro when it comes to dimming because I just started going into this world. So I am going to show you what I do. I have not played with any of these colors. The kit comes, I think it's called Wide and Awake, comes with these colors right here. This is everything that you need to cover up blemishes, or some blemishes depending on what color, dark eye circles, dark spots. This stuff will do all that. This green one I picked up because I have been having some breakouts, so I've been using it to kind of camouflage those. So again, I am not a pro, but I'm gonna show you the color that I have been using because I just got these, so I'm playing with the other ones. But this is the color, I think it's 03. So this is a peachy color. This is a color that I have been using to color correct my dark eye circles. And basically I'm using this, I can't remember what brush this is. I'll link everything below. But I am just picking up a little bit and applying it to help camouflage the things that I want to camouflage. So the thing with color correcting is I'm not covering up anything. I'm neutralizing the colors so that I can go in with my main highlight shade or my brightening shade and I can make it all look the same. So don't feel like you have to apply a lot of product because this is not my coverage thing. This is just neutralization. And again, I have a lot of different colors under my eyes. I've got greens, I've got purples, and I've got blues. So that's where these are going to really, really help me. But like I said, for this video, I'm just using the one that I've been using because it does a good job of covering the majority of it. And you can kind of see the difference. So I'm gonna go in a little bit more because I have, these are veins, right there. You could see my dark eye circles, but I've got veins running through my eyes. It is so frustrating. So I always try to cover them up because they're all the same plane. I've done a really good job of trying to control my eye puffiness, but it's all the same plane, but it just has those veins kind of peeking through because I am literally translucent. So there is my color correcting. I'm gonna actually do a little bit more because I can see this peeking through right there. There you go. So again, it's a very, very light coverage. One thing that I love about the dimming color, before I was using the color Frenchy, which is a lip and cheek color, which I really liked, but it had a creamier consistency, whereas I feel like the Demi is a little bit more, I can't think of the word, less creamy, I guess is the only word that I can come up with. But it's a little bit drier formula, which I like because a little bit goes a long way. And where I put it, it pretty much stays. So what I like about it is I find this is better for color correcting because when I go in with my main highlight shade, it doesn't move my color corrector around. Where I felt like with Frenchy, it was kind of moving sometimes because it was a little bit more of a creamy consistency. So that's what I like about the dimming color is because it's a little bit drier formula. When you put it on, it stays. Now, you can 100% do your full face with Demi if you want to just color correct certain things. But like I said, like I'm just now getting into it, so I don't even think that's the right color correcting. You can just see things like disappear. So color correcting has been done. So next I'm gonna go in with my main highlight shade. So I just have everything here. This is literally my full face. I've got a couple of foundations that I've been working with, but basically I've got my main highlight shade, which is Candlelit. I've got my brightening, which is White Peach, and those are the two things that I'm gonna be showing you today. Now don't look at my brushes, because my brushes are absolutely disgusting. So I'm gonna be using the Buff brush. So the differences between the brushes, when I do a color match, I always recommend the 3D foundation brush because you can literally do your whole face with just this brush. You can do your bronzer, your contour, your main highlight. You can get in here and do your brightening highlight, all the things with just this one brush. So I usually recommend this, but there are different brushes and they all have different pros and cons. So I really like the Buff brush because it gives a little bit fuller coverage. And basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Buff brush, I'm gonna dip it into my main highlight shade, and I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna apply. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing I'm gonna do half my face so you guys can see, but I'm doing kind of a press pull method. So this is where the most frustration comes in from people when they're trying to put it on and they're like, okay, it's not smearing around. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm like, okay, it's not going to smear. What you have to do is you have to press it into your skin. So I'm doing more of a stippling method here just to make sure that I'm applying it to my skin, I'm pushing into my skin, I'm not dragging it. It's not going to drag like liquid foundation because it does have a different consistency. So when you first get your makeup and you go to apply it like a liquid foundation, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be like, what the heck is this? What did I just do? This is crap, because you're trying to apply it with a method that's not going to work for it. So you can see here, I just want to do half my face, the difference. And I didn't even apply that much. I literally put it on and then I just stipple it into my skin. The other thing that I do is I take my Real Techniques blender and then I am going to press it into my skin and make sure that there's no brush marks, that everything is even out, all that stuff. Now, the other thing that I hear is, okay, it's creasing, especially in my eyes. If it is creasing or settling into your fine lines, that means you have used too much product. This is where the sponge is going to really come in handy. You're gonna go in and you're going to stipple and just bounce it into that area and all over your face. And what the sponge is going to do is help pick up any of the excess product and just make sure that it is pressed into your skin. And you can see there the difference. Now, next thing I'm gonna do, and there's a variety of different ways, I always like to do my bronzer second. So this is the Bronze and Blush Brush, whatever it is. So it has this end right here that is perfect for bronzing. This is also perfect for cheeks as well. So I'm gonna take my bronzer and I'm just going to press it in. And again, I'm not going to do a swiping motion like I would normally with powders or whatever. I'm going to be doing a bouncing motion. I'm just bouncing it onto my skin. And basically with bronzer is, it's going to warm up your face. So you wanna put it on the areas where the skin, where the sun hits. So you're gonna put it up here on your cheekbone and then here all the way on your temple. And what I love about bronzer is you don't have to be super precise about it. You can just go in and just bounce it. So that's gonna warm up your skin. Now, normally for people who don't wear a lot of makeup, I would just recommend the bronzer because it's going to help create that 3D look. Contouring is a little bit more, I wouldn't say advanced, but it is for people who want more of a heavier makeup look or a more complete full coverage makeup look, whereas the bronzer is just fine by itself and you can still look put together. So the next thing, I'm gonna be taking my detail brush. This is a flat brush that's perfect for contour. Any of these brushes you could do with contour, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, again, press it in and I'm going to put it up here. So, and of course one thing, if you live in a cold climate or if it's the winter time, your cream foundation might get a little bit hard. Not that it won't work, but it just will, because cream foundation is like, if it's warmer outside, it's a little bit softer. When it's cold outside, it's a little bit harder. But what you can do is you can take a blow dryer and just kind of heat them up a little bit, or you can just take your finger and let the warmth of your finger hit it and kind of warm it up. So you can see there. Now contour is the areas where there is shadows. So I'm accentuating my face to help kind of, and the contour, I don't really need contour on my forehead because I don't have a very large forehead, but right here, I'm just gonna focus that contour right there to help create the illusion that I have a cheekbone. And you can see that pop right there. That's what I want. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take my 3D foundation brush. I like to do this and kind of go over and just make sure that it is where I want it to be. That's that. The next I'm gonna take my cheek color, and you can see here, one thing that I love about Seint is they have so many pretty cheek colors. So these 5 right here are all brand new colors that are only here through March 29th. So if you see a color that you like, definitely make sure you pick them up. I will link them down below. These colors right here are a permanent line. So you can see here, I'm a lover of pink, so I absolutely love it. But I'm gonna showcase one of these because they are limited edition. Let's do this scarlet one. So this one right here, all I'm gonna do, you can see, super scary. One thing about the cheek colors is a little bit does go a long way. So I always apply it with my finger because I'm literally gonna go like this. Then I'm gonna take my Buff and Brush blush, I can't even remember what it's called. And I am going to bring it down. You can see here, it just creates such a pretty rosy, flushed look. And what I like about it is it's literally the same color as my regular redness that pokes through. But what I like about this is I'm covering up the areas where I don't want the redness, and I'm strategically putting it on the area that I do. So it's a very, very natural color, especially if you have fair skin like me. This scarlet color, even though it looks super, super scary in the pan, a little bit goes a long way, and it creates that really, really pretty flushed look. Very, very natural. So you can see here the difference. Now, what I love about this side is it still looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. It looks super, super natural. I'm gonna go ahead and do my rest of my face, like my eye makeup and stuff like that, so you can see. But I just wanted to show you guys the difference between this and how easy it was to apply. literally. Now, granted, if I wasn't talking through it, it would be a heck of a lot quicker to apply, but that's that. So I'm gonna do, well, actually, I'll just do my other side of the face so you can see, but that's that. Okay, so that is it with the full face. Very natural. Obviously, it will look much different when I do my eye makeup, but I just wanted to show you flawless face, super easy. So the next part in the series is I'm going to show you guys how I set my makeup. So make sure that you check out that video for the last step in making sure that your face is flawless. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Until next time, bye.